I'm gonna need y'all to like the video. Comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.
You look good, queen. Hold on. Let me show the fit then. Let me give you the fit details, because you already know. You already know I'm in that yitty. You already know I'm in that motherfucking yitty, hoe. I'm in that yitty, bitch. I'm in that yitty, hoe. Yeah.
So apparently TikTok is in an uproar because Lizzo decided to get in shape. And they're looking at the hypocrisy, which most men called out early on, of her starting the body positivity movement and then going get in shape. I didn't know that body positivity stuff started with Lizzo. And so it just goes to show you how easily influenced a lot of people are. And now they're just left out to dry. All the fat girls are upset. But I got more TikToks for you. I got more videos for y'all to see. Let's get this thing going.
Oh, no, no, no! No, 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 no!
So I find it interesting that her wanting to get healthy is anti-body positivity and makes her not a good human being, which is crazy. It just goes to show you the type of reality where we live in, where up is down and left is up.
The disappointing thing about Lizzo is that she built her brand on body positivity and not being the typical white, skinny pop star. So was the body positivity fake? Or is it only body positivity for those that are rich and famous like you? Like, what? I just don't get it. It was very disappointing.
Her fans feel betrayed that she got in shape. Y'all don't think this is crazy? It's not looked at as good job, Lizzo, for doing the exhausting work of disciplining yourself enough to get into shape. I'm mad at you about it because you leaving all the fat girls hanging. This is crazy.
Lizzo is an amazing example as to why you should never really trust celebrities or put them on a pedestal. We don't know them and they only show us the side that they want us to see. She's built her entire platform on being an anti-bully and also being body positive, when it turns out she's a major bully herself, probably more than that, an alleged sexual abuser. If you don't already know, Lizzo is currently being sued by her former backup dancers for racial and religious harassment, sexual abuse, and fat shaming. She apparently forced some of her backup dancers to eat bananas out of sex workers' vagina. And this week, a former director that was working with her said that she was working with Lizzo, but then walked out in 2 weeks after seeing how arrogant and self-centered and unkind she was. Obviously, a lot of people are surprised by this, but I'm not, because I remember one time she said her favorite person in the entire world was Chris Brown. The fact of the matter is, we really don't know a lot of these celebrities, and we should remember that sometimes they're really not good people.
I think to myself, why do people put so much stock into people that they don't know? These people pretend like they know this lady Lizzo that well, and what is triggering them to turn their backs on her is the fact that she got in shape. Like, if she would have remained fat and on her way, out the door to the great beyond, they would have been completely okay with that, and she would have been allowed into the group. But they want to ostracize her for doing what's best for her. Like, what world do we live in? And so I think that there's a large segment of the population who just wants to see the world burn, because they're not only advocating, but literally fighting for somebody's demise that they claim to really love.
Why'd you get skinny, bro? I don't want to hear it. Okay. You're the reason why I accepted myself and why I love me despite my size.
I mean, you don't have to stop doing that, but I'm not gonna enable you to...
Don't speak.
Alright.
What am I supposed to do now? Following your footsteps as I continue to love myself for where I am and lose weight to improve my health or something like that?
Yes, actually. Oh, okay.
I'm actually kind of proud of this, because hopefully a lot of the women who thought that just staying fat and feeling good about yourself is the way to go, I hope that this inspires them to be like, you know what, if Lizzo did this shit, let me go ahead and get in the gym, discipline myself, and do it as well. They're going to see a greater outcome of their life, and they're going to live a little longer, So I think this is a whole positive thing, but just the fact that there's so many women upset.
Because one of the things that we all loved about you was your body positivity. I mean, you really changed the game with that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the way that, and it shouldn't be so like the game was changed from you loving yourself, but it's crazy because sometimes the world tells us for a bunch of different reasons why we shouldn't.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of that, it was definitely very shocking, I'm sure, for you, just like it was for any of us that are fans of you, when they were saying that you weight shamed them. What was this about? I mean, one specifically said, you know, you told her she seemed less committed to her role after she gained weight. I mean, did you say that? Was that a joke? Was it like, why? What was up with that?
So,
not with you, but with her.
Those words never came out of my mouth. I never said that. Some of these claims, there are so many like inconsistencies and things that just never happened. On the contrary, that particular person, I hired them after their weight gain. You know what I mean? It was the opposite. You didn't get fired after that. You got hired. Yeah. And the world has seen me champion for bigger bodies, champion for smaller bodies too. Like, you know, I'm not just like, I don't skinny shame people. You know what I mean? Like, right. I've taken the mission and I've included everybody in it. From television shows to my music, to my personal life, to fans. Everyone has seen me do this and champion people and platform people. And I think it was funny for the internet, but the irony is right there, right in front of you.
Yeah, and the assumption, I guess, or what they're putting out there is that it's performative, which I could imagine is hurtful to you, especially when you dedicated so much of your career to genuinely, truly supporting who you are and other people like you.
How far have we gotten into all of this where I can perform being a champion for fat people when I'm fat? I am fat. I'm speaking up for things that I need. I'm getting people jobs who look like me. That wasn't performing. That was real. I never stopped doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never was like, all right, I'm just going to hire you for this one thing because it makes me look good.
But I do think we are in a world now where everybody is questioning everything from every point, whether it's entertainers.
Lizzo has been able to do something that most people will never be able to do in their life. And it takes a certain type of person, a certain A-type personality to be able to accomplish that. Lizzo is more than an artist. She's a brand, a business. And there's a lot of people that work around Lizzo to make Lizzo who she is. And she's in charge of all of them. And so good help is hard to find. Sometimes you might get somebody that's not as committed to this brand growing as they should be. So you try to put a fire in their ass and may say some things to get their mind right. It's just, the ins and outs of just doing it, right? And that right there shows and proves how successful you're going to be in anything that you try and do, i.e. the music game. So I 100% believe that Lizzo was saying all kinds of shit.
Baby, the only way I can ruffle your feathers is if you are a bird. And if you take this the wrong way, then you ain't too good with direction. I do believe a couple of things can be true, especially about the recent weight loss of Lizzo. The main thing being is that y'all just needed an excuse not to do anything because y'all didn't want to take accountability. Now, do I think Lizzo was promoting body positivity? Yes, at the time, that is exactly how she felt about herself. Because when you are a big person, you got to make your confidence 10 times the size you are because society does not accept big people. Yeah, I feel like it's an unnatural phenomenon. And if y'all skinny, we ain't got no excuse. Do I also think she used that for the momentum of her career? Of course. Everybody got a niche. Everybody got a targeted audience. And you will be targeted. And she's always been a beautiful woman. But I also know for a fact that losing weight is for more than health issues. It's psychological, mental, and spiritual. And once you start losing that weight, it's like you're losing all of the trauma, all of the mental issues you had, and you just feel so good. It's like once you start, you can't really stop. Now, I think y'all use Lizzo in a way as an scapegoat because y'all like people holding y'all up in y'all BS. And it's more of a mental thing to lose weight. And before y'all say, oh, she got access to more stuff, bitch, when I lost my 50 to 60 pounds, I didn't even have access to a gym. It was just me against myself and then music. And once I figured out most people just eat food for the taste and the feeling, I cut all that shit out. Hell, I just lost 20 by doing something simple because it's a psychological process. It's 90% mental.
I think that this day and age, there's a lot of people with undiagnosed mental issues just because America's like a utopia pretty much. People really get on the internet and skinny shame Lizzo. for not being fat. This is crazy.
Like, I feel like a lot of the U.S. need to just start losing weight. Notice, I didn't say get skinny. I just said lose weight. And people are really upset with Lizzo, and partially, I believe that it is jealousy because they couldn't do it. But I saw on Threads too, somebody was like, oh, people get on Ozempic and they're willing to lose their pancreas just to lose weight, just to fit in with society. You should be willing to lose an arm and or a leg, because that's what you about to lose if you don't get it together anyway. You ever heard of like diabetic amputations? And people will die on the hill of literally, oh, I'm healthy. No, you're not. To an extent, you are for now because you're young. But notice, there's not a lot of older people saying that. It's called morbidly obese for a reason. It leads to mortality. Like, this is not a game. And as always, I'm only saying this because I care. That's why I got my degree in public health. That's why I studied nutrition and food sciences. That's why I got my master's in data science, specialization in health research. That's why I worked in cardiovascular research and so many research domains.
You really like only got one life to live, and people act like, you know, you get another chance. You know what I mean? It's you're fat. You're gonna lose your life. That's what Lizzo is. It should be a great example and exalted for a great example of change. I commend it, you know, even though she did build her career off of that body positivity stuff. But I look at it like this. You can't judge a person for where they started. A lot of people want you to remain the same version of yourself that they once knew and don't want to take the journey with you of growth and discovery.
This is my hot take. It is possible to love yourself and hate your condition. It is possible to love yourself but hate your condition. What you mean? Let's use this in the terms of transformation. And I'll use myself as an example. I've always loved myself, right? But I hated the condition that my body was in. I hated the condition or the pain that I was in. I hated the current condition of my body. And I loved myself enough to change it. I saw where, you know, everybody was coming down on Lizzo and all this, you know, about her transformation. And, you know, they were saying, well, how? So basically you never had self-love. That's what the gist of it was. But it's absolutely possible to love yourself where you are, but hate the condition that you're in. And it's because you love yourself that you want to change the condition that you're in. We can't be so quick to judge. Love yourself. But if you hate the condition that you're in, change it.
Now, not staying fat is not loving yourself, which is crazy. To sit there and execute on the discipline that it would take, the consistency that it would take to get yourself in a healthier state and psychologically boost your morale, which is going to extend your life even longer, is the definition of self-love. And they're trying to warp the definition to make it fit whatever it is where they don't have to work as hard and they can continue to project outward to say that it's not me that's the problem, it's the world that's the problem.
Welcome to Chase, para español, oprima el asterisco. If you are calling
customer service, man. I'm trying to dispute something on my account. Everything from Thursday night to today. So that's like what, about 6 days. All I got was some gas. I got $24 on gas. That's the only thing I'm accountable for. Everything else I had nothing to do with. Can you read my past transactions out to me, please? 10 hand grenades on bourbons. That wasn't me. I don't even be around that many people to need 10 hand grenades. Eventbrite for concert. No, I don't even go out. I just work and I just go home. I did not buy 6 bottles of Casamigo. When I do drink, when I do drink, it's Hennessy. That's it. I don't even drink, and it's a little pint of it. I have $13.04 in my account. Somebody drained me this week. I've been working, so busy working, I haven't even been checking my account. This has to be a lawsuit. Like y'all really doing me bad. Like that's not even right. Can I speak to a manager, please? I can't even buy breakfast this morning because somebody robbed me. Y'all let them do this. Esplanade Mall. Ma'am, I haven't been to the mall in months. And why would I spend $1,100 in Esplanade Mall? I didn't even know they were still open. A G-Wagon off Turo. A G-Wagon for how many days? For 4 days, a G-Wagon? Man, I have a vehicle. I don't need to buy a vehicle. Why would I get a G-Wagon? I was not at Morrow's yesterday. No, I was not. I'm telling you, I was not. I can vouch. I was not. I had a bagel. This all I ate yesterday was one bagel. Heavens no, that wasn't me. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. That wasn't me. That's all I'm saying. Spades. I don't play spades. Spades, pity pat, none of that. Oh, the nightclub. I wasn't there. They took how much? $3,000 at the ATM at Spades? Oh my God, this has to be criminal. Something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right with this bank, bro. I'm about to leave y'all. If y'all don't get this fixed, I'm gonna have to leave y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need y'all to like the video. Comment if you want, but turn your post notifications on so you know the next time I drop.